Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of the Diary of a Balkan Kid. As always, my name is Emir, and it's my pleasure having you here today. Now, I just realized that I never shouted out my boy Jordan, aka North of Montreal, for making me that intro beat. I mean, it's a vibe and a half, and he made that shit for me about maybe a year and a half ago. And I've just been sitting on it until I really started the podcast. And, you know, right now, the shit he's putting on right now is amazing. He's super talented, so I think you guys should really go check him out. And he actually just dropped a song with another one of my boys, Nate. And it's fire. It's so official. Like, if you heard this song on the radio, you would not know that these two dudes are just getting started. And they really are just getting started. So I'm going to give you guys a little taste of their style just out of respect and appreciation for the beat that Jordan provided me. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that, and I wish you the best. This song is called Perfume and Liquor by North of Montreal and 56 Signs. Enjoy, guys.
She got me sobered up while everybody's turned up. She says she pulling up. I never touched down so low, only moving dark like slow-mo. Says she left her phone, no ringtone. Now we hit the U-turn back home. She never leaving, I don't believe in what am I seeing? She is my weakness, like I'm a demon, I have no feeling, no. Got me losing hope. She never leaving, I don't believe in what am I seeing? She is my weakness, like I'm a demon, I have no feeling, no. Got me losing hope.
My whole section looking like a damn pep rally. My whole team hella focused like they pop addies. My life changed when I put that LV in my wrist. You can say a lot of shit, but you can't call me a bitch. You can't call me a snitch. I pulled up in that whip, I knew I was some kind of special when I got hit in that shit. A nigga riding in verses and getting digits and shit. Imagine when I buy Tesla, the amount of bitches I get. I'm gone.
She never leaving, I don't believe in what am I seeing? She is my weakness, like I'm a demon, I have no feeling, no. Got me losing hope. She never leaving, I don't believe in what am I seeing? She is my weakness, like I'm a demon, I have no feeling, no. Got me losing hope.
You know when it comes to you and me, we will be alright. Yeah. Thinking about the way you look at me got me tweaking. The other niggas you got on your side, you don't need them. You say my name and I'm coming down. No Beyonce or Kelly now. She really likes me, but she don't understand. Her actions so astounding.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Give him some respect. Go check him out. Like I said, NRTHOFMTL on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really do. I hope you enjoyed that kind of style of playing you in with some local talent, some fresh talent, because you just got to show that love and appreciation, man. I mean, Jordan gave me the support. As soon as I told him I was doing the podcast, I said, yo, bro, can I get a beat? No questions asked, man. He sent me that shit ASAP. And that's just all love. And I mean, I feel like local talent doesn't get enough appreciation. I mean, you'll bump anything you hear on the fucking radio just because you hear it on the radio, even if it's garbage. But here, if I put you onto a dope song like that, are you gonna bump it? I don't know. I mean, I really hope you would, because if you like something, you should like it, not just because it's huge, popular, and famous. You gotta respect the art form. But as far as today's episode goes, I'm frustrated. I really am, and what this episode is gonna be about, and the poem that I wrote, is really my frustration with the lack of availability to the truth. There's so much information on the internet and on the TV and wherever you look, every media outlet there's so much information. And it's a constant flow. But searching for the truth is like a needle in the haystack. It's almost impossible to find, because anything you search up, either it's tainted with bias or it just is completely wrong and not true. And there's 10 different answers for one simple question, and 10 different sources on top of that. And with everything going on today, the coronavirus, we need the facts. With this next election coming up, we need the facts. I mean, in everyday life, we just need the facts. So out of this frustration, I wrote a poem called The Truth. I hope you guys enjoy. How to tell a lie when the lie has no race, no pulse, no trace. Only an agenda and a puppet for a face. Knowledge is power, so they feed us lies. Too much information is weakness, so there's no limit to our supplies. Misinformation is poison, the shepherd's hand is sly. Don't look in your cup, drink it up, and enjoy our sweet demise. We live in the age of information. Everywhere you look, there's all this stimulus coming at you, all this information being stuffed down your throat. And for me, it's come to the point where it's overwhelming. Because I'm the type of person who wants to know more. I want to seek to gain more knowledge and more understanding and more perspective. And I don't want to have an opinion on a topic until I've done my research and come to an understanding of the topic at hand. But today I feel like it's impossible to do that, because there's just so much information out there. It's this constant and steady flow of information. And within that information is misinformation. And it's impossible to find true hard facts and reliable resources, because everything has a bias and everything has a certain agenda behind it. And the scary thing about today is it's not coming from our typical news resources. Like, we all know CNN is leaning left, Fox is leaning right. They're both going to spread misinformation, trying to push us to either side and get on their side. That's just how it works. And in my household growing up, we always watch CNN. So when I go to turn on the news, what do I turn on? I turn on CNN. But here's the thing. I understand that there's that bias there. So I'm not just going to go ahead and completely agree and accept everything that is said on CNN just because it's the channel I watch. I understand that I'm just watching the puppet talking and reading lines, just talking into a camera, not their own words. But I still am looking for some information, and that's how I get it sometimes. But I also will go click on Fox News every once in a while and just see what they're talking about. Because it's the same thing going on over there too. But the scary thing is that it's not just these institutions that are doing this today with that bias. It's normal people, small-time people like me and like you, who are going on social media, seeing a post, getting outraged, not doing any research, not gaining any understanding of the problem at hand, and just automatically reposting it without knowing that they're spreading misinformation. And I don't blame you. I've definitely done it before myself without even knowing it, because we're lazy like that, and we'd rather be outraged and post something than really look into and see if this is even true. But that's what's going on, and that's what's so frustrating to me, is that every time I go on Instagram, it's like I'm just seeing propaganda. And it's the same skews that we see. It's the same political skew that we see with CNN and with Fox. It's like either you're on this side, or you're on the right, or you're on the left. Or you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're not. And I'm just tired of seeing propaganda, because I see people spreading it, and they don't even understand what they're doing, because they haven't done that research. And it's like, do I even, because I see it sometimes. Like, I saw when the coronavirus first started, I believe it was still going on in China. It wasn't really spread to the West at all. But I saw this meme being spread, not a meme, but you know what I mean. It's like a picture. It looks like a meme. I don't know what you call it. It's like a serious meme. But it's a picture of the inside of a Turkish cargo plane. And inside is all these supplies in the plane. And at the top it says, Turkey providing aid to China for coronavirus. Now we all know what's going on in China with the Muslims and the persecution of the Muslims. So I see this meme and I want to figure out if this is actually going on. Because it seems to me like propaganda, to be honest with you. So I look it up and there's not one source, there's not one thing on the internet that says Turkey has provided this aid to China. But I've seen this thing reposted 12 different times from 12 different people. And it's like you're literally spreading propaganda without knowing it. And that's innocent. Okay, whether Turkey provided aid to China or not, it's not a big deal. Because that's innocent. It doesn't really have much impact on our lives. But if we're talking about presidential elections and we're talking about civil rights, this is huge. And the ramifications are so dangerous of spreading that misinformation. And it's so dangerous because we don't even see that we're doing it ourselves. Like I literally had this podcast planned out. And just this morning, I almost did it myself. I almost spread propaganda because I watched a outrageous video of Joe Biden. And instantly, I did spread it actually. I sent it to my group chat on Instagram with my boys. And I was laughing at it because I thought it was really funny because honestly, it still is funny to me. So I did spread it. But I almost posted it on my story. That's exactly what I'm talking about here is just I saw the video of Joe Biden saying this thing, and I'm actually going to play the clip for you real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. And I went to post it instantly, and for some reason I didn't. Because I kind of knew in the back of my mind what I was doing and that I should probably do some more research and then see whether or not I should post this. So here's the clip. I'm going to play it for you real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. This is Joe Biden on the Breakfast Club yesterday.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with
come on, Joe. So that's the clip that I saw, and basically at the end of the interview, Biden pretty much says, if you're having trouble, if you're a black person and you have trouble figuring out whether you should vote for him or Trump, then you ain't black. Now, of course, huge ignorant comment, huge mistake that he made. And when I heard that, I was laughing. I thought it was funny because he slips up a lot. I'm not a huge Joe Biden fan, so what I wanted to do was go ahead and instantly repost that. But I got that feeling that I was spreading propaganda, so what did I do? I went ahead and watched the whole clip. I watched the whole interview. It was 18 minutes long. And Charlemagne and Joe Biden are having good conversations on the show. I saw Joe Biden trying to connect with Charlemagne and trying to gain that black vote. So he's messing around, he's trying to be laid back, trying to be cool. And at the end of the interview, he gets excited. And he goes and misspeaks and he slips up, and that's what he says. Now, of course, it was stupid and ignorant. He should not have said that. But he stuck his foot in his mouth. And he was excited. So it took me watching the whole video to gain the bigger picture, to see exactly what happened there. Now, I don't think what he was saying was malicious or anything like that. But now I don't want to go ahead and spread that one tiny clip of him doing it, even though I already did. I sent it to my boys, but I'm not going to go ahead and send it, full screen on my story or whatever like that. Because I see what happened. I saw the whole picture. Now what I did right there, watching the whole clip, going to find more information on what really happened. That's key. That's so important. That's something that we should all practice. Because I find myself doing it all the time, and I know you guys are doing it all the time because I see it. I fucking see it on my feed. You guys are spreading propaganda without even realizing it. And that's the biggest thing, is that with these clips that we see, They're all pulled out of context. Now, that one was just an example. I wanted to show you that one because it literally happened this morning. So I wanted to speak about it. That one's not pulled so far out of context because it is what he said, and that's what happened. You know, watching the whole clip gave me a better understanding, but still at the end of the day, that's what he said. He was excited. But there are super malicious clips that we are seeing where something is just completely pulled out of context and used as ammo in a war that is right and left. And I see these videos on a daily basis, and I gotta tell you, it's stressful and it's frustrating. Because I don't understand what the goal is. Like, is the goal to divide everybody and just completely spread misinformation and disregard facts? When did facts turn into alternative facts? You know, how are we letting the counselor to the president of the United States get away with coining the phrase alternative facts? Like, come on, how is that a thing? You know, we the people deserve the facts. We deserve them. Another thing that worries me is right now with this coronavirus going on. It seems as though in a time like this, facts and hard information should be the most valuable resource we have to inform the public and the people of what's really going on. But I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think we're getting all the information. And I hate to be that guy, and I hope you don't think I'm a conspiracy theorist, because I'm really not. But you can't just be ignorant and accept everything that the government is telling us. Because one, not all of it is true. And two, they're not telling us everything. I'm going to play one more clip for you guys right now. This is Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, speaking. And just listen to what he says, and I think it applies beautifully to today and what's going on.
They practice government by mystery, telling us it's too complex for our understanding. Believing this, they assume we might panic if we were to be told the truth about our problems. Why should we become frightened? No people who have ever lived on this earth have fought harder, paid a higher price for freedom, or done more to advance the dignity of man than the living Americans, the Americans living in this land today. There isn't any problem we can't solve if government will give us the facts, tell us what needs to be done, and then get out of the way and let us have at it.
Tell us the facts, tell us what needs to be done, and get the fuck out the way. I don't think anybody could have said it any better. But here's the thing, you might be thinking, they did give us the facts. They told us what to do, flatten the curve. But did they really give us the facts? How can you know that you were given the facts? In this storm of misinformation, how can you know that they gave us the facts? It's impossible. So you gotta go with a degree of skepticism and really question what's going on. Because some things just don't add up. Like right now, I want to trust my gut that there's something weird going on. And at first, I completely disregarded anybody who shared that opinion, who thought that something weird was going on. Of course, off the bat, I disregarded them. But as time goes on, I'm seeing weird shit going on, and I'm asking myself, why? Why are we told at one point wearing masks is stupid, you're just going to get yourself more sick? And then now we are told that we have to wear masks. Why are they trying to drive the death toll up for coronavirus? Why? Why, if you die from cancer and you have coronavirus, it's marked as a coronavirus death? Why, if you die in a car accident and somehow you have coronavirus, it's marked as a coronavirus death? Why are they trying to drive the number up if the whole goal is to flatten the curve? I have family members who are working in hospitals on the front lines, literally in New York City, telling me that there's weird shit going on. They're not getting the proper equipment. Of course, that's due to low supplies. But I have somebody who I know who was sick for a couple weeks, went to the doctor, got tested for coronavirus, came back negative. Was still feeling sick, went to the doctor, got a scan of her lungs. They looked inflamed, apparently. So she got tested again, came back negative. The doctor comes in and tells her she has coronavirus after she was tested twice, saying that she is negative. Why is that? How does that work? Why are they trying to drive the numbers up? And I guarantee you that doctor right there marked her as having coronavirus. Why are they bringing the count up? Why are they trying to inflate the numbers? I really don't know. I don't have the answers. And that's what frustrates me most, is not having those answers and not even having the ability to go get those answers. Like I said in the poem, too much information is weakness. So let's say I want to find out, why are they driving up the death toll numbers and the total case numbers of coronavirus? Alright, I hop online, I search up the question. There's not one reliable source that I can find. I'm going to find sources that are saying hospitals are being paid more on a case-by-case basis to handle the coronavirus. If they have a coronavirus case, they're getting more funding. Then I'm going to see an article saying that if they bring the number of cases higher, it's going to spread paranoia, and for some reason, that's what they want to do. Then I'm going to get an article that it's just safer to mark them as coronavirus deaths, for who knows why. Like, am I the only one who thinks that it's crazy that there is not one reliable resource to get facts? How is there not a news channel or something like that that is just not biased, that just gives facts? Like, how is that not a thing? Like, dude, is that not what we want? How are we so okay with just picking one or the other, option A or B, red or blue? How are we okay with that? There's got to be an option in the middle, and right now one does not exist. Why does everything have to have a bias? Why can't we just be given facts? Everything is just so tainted with greed or political bias that we can't get information. The government won't even give us information on what consists of a healthy diet. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm being a conspiracy theorist? Pick up a can of Coke next to you or anything that has sugar in it, okay? Right now I got a bottle of cranberry juice in my hand. In one serving we got the nutritional facts: 110 calories, 45 milligrams of potassium, that's 1% of my daily value. Total carbohydrate, 28 grams, that's 9% of my daily value. Here's the ticket. Sugars, 25 grams. Percent daily value, unknown. Unknown. The government cannot make a recommendation of how much sugar we should have in a healthy diet. Why is that? That's because Coca-Cola doesn't want you to know how bad their fucking soda is for you. Okay? So if you think I'm bugging out, please just open your eyes. And I hate to feel like that I'm just bringing you guys a bunch of problems here on a plate without much answers. But what I can provide as far as answers go, and as far as recommendations go, when you're looking at something online and you're outraged, or you believe in it, it makes you super happy, or whatever, you just want to spread the information, do your research. Do your research, because I don't like spreading propaganda. You know, I'm not trying to feel like a robot, and I'm sure you don't either. So just look it up. I mean, it takes 2 seconds. Just check it out. See if it's even real. See if the information you're spreading is even real. And then go ahead and spread it. And as far as all the poison we are being fed in the form of misinformation goes, we need to have a thirst for the truth. We need to demand the truth. We're so caught up in our everyday lives that we don't really care. I mean, we just don't care, and that right there is the issue. So if you want the truth, speak up. Speak up and demand it. And if you see somebody spreading misinformation, call them out on it. Even if it's innocent, let them know, like, hey, you're spreading misinformation. That's something I wasn't doing. But I think I'm going to do it from now on, because they might not know, but even if it's innocent, there are still ramifications to spreading misinformation. Misinformation is poison. It really is. It's poison to our society. It's poison to you, to your mental health, to your relationships. All around, it's just bad, and I really don't understand why people are spreading this malicious content. I don't get it. But it's what's going on. So just be on the lookout and be a skeptic. Ask questions. Who, what, where, when, why. Try to figure it out. Just because one opinion or one thought has the majority doesn't mean it's true. So having that skepticism is very important. And be careful. The shepherd's hand is sly, like I said. So be aware of what you're consuming and what it's trying to do to you. When you watch a video, watch and ask, what are they trying to tell me? What do they want me to think? And then go from there. That's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I don't really have all the answers as far as this one goes, this problem goes. But I just wanted to get it off my chest because it's something that's really frustrating me. And I understand that there are some of you who feel the same way. And if you do, hit me up. And maybe we could figure it out together. So thank you guys so much for listening. I love you all. And enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I know I will. Peace out.